Martin is here with us this morning along with Alison Balsam, the trumpet soloist who was one of the presenters of this year's competition and was a finalist herself back in 1998. Good morning.
Morning, Bo.
Good morning.
That looks exhausting, Martin. When you finish there, I mean, physically you must be knackered.
It is really exhausting. It's kind of like, this piece is like a marathon run, kind of. So you have to really prepare well for it.
One of my favourite bits, and it's not, I just talked about a moment ago, is the silences, because you clearly enjoying it, clearly enjoying those moments as well.
Yes, the silence is so important, but I think it's even more exciting if you just get this moment of silence before you really go for something.
Yeah.
And there it is, the BBC Young Musician trophy in front of you, which looks kind of lethal to me. It's got these big spikes, sharp things on the top, but you wake up and see that next to the bed, you must think, I am the BBC's Young... And that's amazing thing to have.
Yeah, it is an amazing feeling.
Alison, how much... You were in the final, you won the brass section of yours, didn't you? And you were in the final. How much difference did being part of the competition make to you? Because you're a very successful trumpeter now.
Well, it's made a huge difference, actually, to me, because although that was a long time ago, it was a perfect stepping stone. You know, it's a showcase, and of course it's immense pressure, and I think that's still the case, you know, because it's so high profile. And you just learn so much about yourself. You know, it's a sort of... if you can cope with that, you can really, you know, you can cope with anything. And it's a great celebration of musical talent in this country, and it's a great exposure, and it's a great stepping stone off into whatever else you may want to do. And for me, I'm so grateful to the competition for that.
Because for Martin, I suppose normally you're at home, you're practising solo with your piano teacher, but there you're with an entire orchestra in the Usher Hall. I mean, it is literally a different level, isn't it? It's a different stage.
It is a crazy feeling to have this massive orchestra behind you, but I think it pushes you even further, and in the end you create a really great performance because of the relationship with the piano, the conductor and the orchestra.
Take us back. So you first started playing when you were, what, 6?
I was 6, yes. And my mum taught me till I was 8, and then I went to the Royal College Junior Department. So, yes.
And it wasn't just the piano you played, was it?
No, I also played the bassoon and the recorder, actually.
OK. And but why did piano become your favourite?
I think it's because of the versatility of the instrument, that you can do so much with it, and there's so much great music written for it as well.
You'd been in the competition a couple of years ago, hadn't you? You didn't win then, but do you think that helped give you a kind of confidence going into the final that maybe the others didn't have?
I think it probably helped me realise how much pressure there actually is in the competition, and as Alison said, if you can cope with it, you can really cope with anything.
Let's talk a little bit, Alison, about the other two. Elliot Gaston Ross and recorder player Sophie Westbrook. Elliot, of course, but a percussionist. Both incredibly talented musicians as well.
Absolutely. And what was so interesting about the competition on Sunday was that it wasn't about the instruments, you know, very, very diverse instruments, really, and of course the repertoire being so different, but it was about them as musicians and how they were able to just show who they were. You know, it's a really incredible way of showing your personality, which is what they all did. And
a celebration of young music in the UK. I suppose the question now then for Martin is what are you going to do with this title? I mean, what does the future hold in store?
Well, I really want to expand people's classical music horizons, because the good thing about this competition is that because it's on BBC4, which is a home for the art, it's great because people who normally wouldn't see classical music can just turn on the TV and have a listen to some of it. So it's good to, you know, get it out to as many people as possible.
And what does that involve? Are you going to record contracts and touring, or what?
I don't know. We'll see what happens next, but I've got a few things lined up for the future, yes.
You've got to take your exams, haven't you?
I have got them there as well, yes.
What are they this week?
No, I had music exams a few weeks ago, and in June I have physics exams.
Good luck.
So, thank you
so much for coming in.
Well.
Thank you.